Horner met with F1's top brass in Bahrain for urgent crisis talks, with FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem, stating the issue was damaging the sport. Max Verstappen's father, said Red Bull risked being torn apart while Horner remains in his position, which suggests that it is untenable. The Horner case has been closed by Red Bull right before the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix, with the Red Bull team principal being cleared of all charges and can work in peace now, or at least that's what we thought was used for stopping dropping a bombshell on the Brit, which will reshape the team dynamics in the Austrian team. Horner arrived in Bahrain having been cleared of wrongdoing following an independent investigation into allegations of inappropriate controlling behavior by a female colleague. But just 24 hours later, Horner was back in the news. After 79 unverified WhatsApp screenshots of conversations purporting to be evidence in the investigation were sent to F1 personnel and media. It's not yet known whether the files, which were sent via an anonymous email that contained a link to a Google Drive folder, are legitimate. But the allegations even overshadowed the launch of Red Bull's new Formula One car on February 15, when Horner again denied the allegations and told the BBC it was a distraction for his team, and he said he had the full backing of all Red Bull's owners. The company is owned 51% by Thailand's Uvidia family and 49% by the family of the late Dietrich Mateschitz in Austria. Critics came from Red Bull's partner from 2026 onwards, Ford, who stated that they are unhappy with the nature of the investigation as well as Red Bull's lack of response to a request for further information on February 14.0.8s, and this further put pressure on the team to conclude the investigation as soon as possible and deliver truthful results. Finally, FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem hit global headlines in the aftermath of FL season-opening Bahrain Grand Prix with news that the UAE native is being investigated for an alleged attempt to interfere with a race specifically 2023 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. 2.3s. Fernando Alonso finished the race third on the road but dropped a fourth after he was handed a time penalty due to his Aston Martin team touching the car during a penalty stop, but the Spaniard still made the podium after the stewards rescinded the punishment. Aston Martin was understood to have successfully argued its case in review, but the matter is now being investigated by the FIA's Ethics Committee after a whistleblower accused bin Sulayem of attempting to interfere and get Alonso's 10-second penalty overturned. Can Horner catch a break, or will this end in disaster for Red Bull in a season where they are expected to dominate every race? Yet again, 0.7s, around a month ago, a bombshell report from a Dutch journalist emerged that Christian Horner was being investigated internally by Red Bull after allegations of misconduct were made by a female employee of Red Bull. Shortly after this emerged, Red Bull put out a statement saying that they would not be making any comments until the investigation concluded, and Horner, of course, vehemently denied these allegations, saying they were not true. Meanwhile, at Red Bull, Christian Horner's career as team boss hangs in the balance as FL heads to Saudi Arabia, with pressure mounting on the team brand and sport to remove him from his role. Is the FIA dealing a devastating blow to Christian Horner's reputation? With a shocking statement, seems like the governing body is throwing the Red Bull Racing CEO under the bus. But what exactly is going on behind the scenes for allegations of misconduct rocking the very foundation of Red Bull's F1 operation? And why is the FIA finally stepping in after repeated whistleblower complaints? Join us as we unravel the chaos, delve into the power struggles within the team, and question whether there's any hope for resolution. Transparency is crucial not only for resolving the current issues but also for maintaining the integrity and reputation of Red Bull Racing, as well as the broader Formula One community. The demand for transparency resonates with fans, stakeholders in the wider FL community who seek clarity and accountability in such matters. With the spotlight firmly on Red Bull Racing, ensuring a transparent resolution becomes imperative not only for restoring trust but also for upholding the values of fairness and integrity that are fundamental to the sport. A vicious stance also puts pressure on Red Bull Racing to address the allegations in internal discord promptly and openly. By involving an external party, Red Bull demonstrated its dedication to conducting a thorough examination of the allegations while upholding professional standards within the organization. The suspension also highlighted the gravity of the situation, emphasizing Red Bull's commitment to fostering a respectful and inclusive work environment for all team members. This proactive approach not only addressed immediate concerns but also reinforced Red Bull's stance on ethical conduct and employee welfare. An appeal has been lodged against the decision made by Red Bull Racing regarding allegations against team leader Christian Horner. Despite the seriousness of the allegations, Ben Sulayem clarified that as of March 1, the FIA had not received a formal complaint, thus refraining from initiating its own inquiry. However, the revelation of complaints made in early February and March has heightened expectations for FIA intervention. Ben Sulayem reiterated the FIA's commitment to investigate any complaints received through their compliance officer, stressing the importance of thorough examination to ensure the integrity of Formula One. On the other hand, McLaren Racing CEO Zak Brown has been a vocal advocate for transparency throughout the ordeal. The power struggle within Red Bull has emerged as a focal point of intriguing concern within the Formula One community. At the heart of this conflict is the controversy surrounding Christian Horner, the team leader, and the allegations of misconduct leveled against him. Reports suggest a clash between Horner and key figures within the organization, including racing consultant Helmut Marko and Max Verstappen's management team, led by his father, Jos Verstappen and Raymond Vermeulen. This internal strife has spilled into the public domain, with the suspension of an employee who accused Horner, followed by appeals and counterclaims. The FIA's response and subsequent actions will be closely watched by stakeholders within the sport as they seek transparency and fair resolution. The recent allegations against Christian Horner, the team leader of Red Bull Racing, have sparked a significant public case and prompted an investigation by the Fédération Internationale Pale Automobile. FIA Red Bull employee has filed an official complaint with the FIA, challenging the punishment imposed by Red Bull on Horner. This move has brought the issue into the public spotlight, raising concerns about the conduct within the team and its potential implications for the sport. Ben Sulayem, who assumed the presidency in December 2021, has been vocal about the need to uphold the integrity of Formula One. In light of the allegations against Christian Horner and the subsequent turmoil at Red Bull Racing, Ben Sulayem expressed his worries about the impact on the sport. Meeting with Horner and Bahrain, Ben Sulayem recognized the gravity of the charges regarding Horner's behavior towards a female colleague. He emphasized the need to protect the sport from the damaging effects of such controversies, stating it's damaging the sport. Allegations against Christian Horner, team leader of Red Bull Racing, have rocked the Formula One community, casting a shadow over the team's otherwise successful start to the season. Accusations of misconduct by a female employee have led to a series of events, including the filing of an official complaint with the FIA and a challenge to Red Bull's handling of the situation. The controversy has not only sparked public scrutiny but also raised concerns about power dynamics within the team. Despite Horner's denial of any wrongdoing and Red Bull's suspension of the employee, the matter continues to unfold, with appeals and further complaints emerging. Implications stretch beyond the confines of the racing world, affecting the reputation of both individuals and the sport itself. As a three-time world champion and the leading driver for Red Bull, Verstappen's influence extends beyond the racetrack. His involvement in saving Christian Horner's position from termination signals a deep-rooted loyalty to the team and its leadership. Verstappen's intervention reflects his understanding of the broader implications of internal strife within Red Bull Racing. With his formidable talent and stature within the sport, his actions carry weight, shaping not just the team's future but also its public image and stability. The decision to bring the matter to the FIA indicates a deep-seated concern and a desire for external intervention. By lodging a formal complaint with the FIA, the employee is seeking a higher level of scrutiny and accountability for the alleged misconduct. This move not only underscores the gravity of the situation but also signals a lack of confidence in the internal processes undertaken by Red Bull Racing. It thrusts the FIA into a pivotal role, tasked with impartially investigating the allegations and determining the appropriate course of action.